Welcome back to another episode of Dark Dramas from Reddit. Today, we've got a double dose of drama, humor, and everything in between. Get ready to be amazed, amused, and maybe even a little bit baffled by these two mind-blowing Reddit stories. Our first story is from AITA Subreddit. A couple who had been trying for a baby faces uncertainty when the wife expresses doubts about motherhood. Despite the husband's desire for children, the wife's indecision leads to a breakdown in their relationship, culminating in divorce. My 27M and wife 27F have been together for 4.5 years and married for 2. We've discussed kids before marriage and both agreed that we wanted kids. A couple weeks after we got married, we started trying for a baby, and she got pregnant, but was having doubts about kids at the time. We discussed it a bit, and she said she didn't feel ready yet. I didn't push back and let her make the decision, since she's the one who's pregnant. 3 weeks ago, she got pregnant again. I was excited, but she still wasn't sure. She said she wanted to wait a little longer, and I tried asking her for a timeline, but she just said when she feels ready she'd let me know. I asked her if she still wants kids at all, and she gave me a non-answer, where she said she doesn't know if she wants kids anymore and wouldn't elaborate. I didn't want to pressure her to do anything, but I told her that I want to have kids, and that I need to rethink our relationship, if this is the route she wants to go. She got the abortion, and I started the divorce proceedings a few weeks later. Some of our mutuals are saying I was wrong to separate because of this, and she's called me a few times sobbing. I really want to be with her, but having kids and starting a family is really important to me. And it feels like she's been too unsure and unclear with what she wants and has been stringing me along in the process. Edit. Sorry. I should have clarified that the second time she got pregnant, we weren't actively trying because she hadn't said she's ready after the first abortion. Edit 2. I'm 100% pro-choice and would never want anyone to be forced to give birth. She's not killing anyone, simply terminating a pregnancy. Also, we're Canadian, and a medical abortion pill is readily available in our province. AITA for divorcing my wife after she got an abortion. Let's move on to some comments. Environment Do 5809 says, yeah, definitely NTA, this relationship ain't gonna work out. You both want different things, just end it and move on, then find someone that actually does want what you want. Her not wanting kids is okay. But what's not okay is her stringing you along with non-answers and shitty communication just to keep you with her. Voltaic 89 says, you need to move on and find someone who wants the same thing in life as you, a family. Not being sure at this point after 4.5 years sounds like they'll never be sure. To whom _it_may_concern says, I don't want kids, and I have always been very upfront with that. My ex-husband claimed to not want kids either. It turns out that he was just telling me what I wanted to hear. He didn't want to lose me, so he thought he would just kick the can down the tracks. He eventually spilled the beans in our mid-30s, and we divorced. He was holding out hope I would change my mind, and he was comfortable lying until I did, at least initially. Eventually, he realized that I wouldn't change my mind. Some people will just tell you what you want to hear to keep you around. End it. Find someone who wants the same things as you. I did, and I don't regret divorcing him at all. I am so much happier with a partner who is honest about their life plan. Hoshi Jones say, NTA, that's a real incompatibility. It's fucking weird, though, that she was actively trying for a baby when she didn't want one. And then, we're turning our attention to AITA. Get ready for a wild ride as we explore the bizarre, the hilarious, and the downright unbelievable tales that this subreddit has to offer. A father debates whether to force his 14-year-old daughter to wear a life jacket on their family sailboat trip, despite the legal requirement. The daughter protests, citing embarrassment, and believes the rule is outdated. The father insists on safety, leading to a family disagreement. I have 2 daughters, 14 female and 9 female. We own a small sailboat that we use for sailing occasionally. Our daughter finds it pretty fun to sail, and we've done many trips before. All of us wear our life jackets when going, as it's a pretty small boat, so it's not worth taking the risk. We're planning on going for a ride on the sailboat on Saturday, and my daughter asked if she could no longer wear the life jacket as she's old enough now. The rule in our state dictates that children below 13 must wear a life jacket unless they are below decks or in an enclosed cabin. She thinks that because she's legally not required to wear it, we shouldn't make her wear it. I told her that it isn't worth taking the risk, and even if it's legal doesn't mean you should do it, and that even us wear the life jacket, so yes, she has to. Our boat is pretty small. It does have a lower deck, but the kids spend most of their time on deck, so they will have to wear the life jacket. My daughter wants to bring a friend, which I've already said yes to. She said she would be embarrassed to wear the jacket in front of her friend, which is quite stupid, because her friends will also wear the jacket. My husband said if she doesn't wear the jacket, she doesn't get to come. My mother is saying I should stop being a helicopter and let them not with a jacket, and one of my friends is saying that I'm an asshole if I make my kids with a jacket when it isn't legality required. AITA for forcing my daughter to wear a life jacket. Let's move on to some comments. Bet Alternative 8397 says, a business acquaintance of mine was boating with his kids. He hit something submerged in the water. He was thrown and hit his head on the way out, which knocked him unconscious. He drowned in front of his kids. If he'd worn a life jacket, he'd have had a nasty concussion, but would likely be alive. When things go wrong on a boat, they go wrong quickly. Your NTA. Protect your passengers. Charlotte Lucas OP says, everyone on board a boat should wear a life jacket on deck. I live on an island. The number of drowned adult bodies washing up semi-regularly in the area is not zero. Anakin Skywalker's Fav says, NTA, safety is important. Even if it's not a law, you as a parent have the authority to enforce a reasonable rule, such as this. Introspective Liar says, NTA. But first, did your mother really say that you are an asshole? If so, I applaud you, because your mother certainly can't take credit for the exemplary parent you have become. Your boat, your rules, and it is a very good rule. I am going to turn this to you, Guy. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. The more people we can reach with these captivating tales, the better. I can't wait to see you all in the next episode, where we'll dive into another mind-bending, thought-provoking story from the depths of Reddit. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep spreading the love for these incredible narratives. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. You all are the real heroes of this journey. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!